Good day, great day, and grand day to you all. Welcome back to another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Randy. How are you?
Good.
You're good? Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on set.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's always a pleasure being here.
Thank you. Randy, you are also our editor. So coming from behind the screen to come in the seat, I really appreciate it. What questions do you have for me today?
Well, first I'm going to start with a few points. So it's going to start as a story. So I was at home and all of a sudden I received a call and I looked, it's my mother. And I was like, I wonder what's going on. And at this time, all right, so I answered. And the first thing she said, I just feel like something is going on. Tell me, how does she know that? What is the connection between mother and son, or daughter and mother? What's the spiritual explanation for that to happen?
I love that question.
Okay.
But first, let me ask.
Yeah.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Is that AC bothering you?
It already started?
No, the coolness.
The coolness?
No,
it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first, let me ask, were you not in your mother's womb for 9 months?
Yes, I was there for 6.
You
3.
pretty good.
Yeah, three just the body, but 6. Yeah.
So you were preemie.
No, I was born. The spirit went into the womb.
Okay, so you're going into an advanced lesson here, right? And we can talk about that.
Okay.
And I'll start by saying that when the fetus, or rather, when the spirit of the child has identified the womb that they will enter, the spirit of the child first reserves that womb, that space, the space that is growing within the womb. Remember, spirits never die, right? And the spirit of a child is, let's say, for example, waiting online to enter into the spirit world, or rather the physical world, right? So as the essence of the child has identified the womb in which they will enter, the spirit of that child begins to look at and analyze the state of that womb. At some point, after the spirit of the child has reserved the womb, the spirit of the child is looking at the nuances, the energy, how it needs to formulate its energy enough to now enter into a body, because in spirit form, we are so much more vast. So the spirit of the child reserves the womb, and now the spirit is working behind the scenes to prepare itself to enter the womb. So let's say mother is 3 months pregnant. Let's say now the spirit of this child decides to enter in the womb. The spirit of the child has been studying the energy. The mother has been feeling and getting used to and understanding and understanding the energy that is growing within. The baby kicks, the mother feels. The baby burps, the mom's belly gyrates. The spirit of this child has been in this space for 6 to 9 months. Within this space, there's bound to be a connection formulating. The child is being fed by the nutrients that the mother provides. The child is releasing its bodily functions within the mother. The mother then releases via herself. There's neurons and neuroplasticity happening in the organs, in the brain, in the cells, in the tissue. This essence is one with the essence of the parent at the deeper level. If you notice, a woman is pregnant out from the stomach. The essence of the mother resides in that area. It's a direct connection with the womb. It's a direct connection with the spirit inside. The spirit inside that's growing in the mother has front row seats to the communication of the mother's spirit. So the spirit of the child and the spirit of the mother is getting to know each other and understand when each other is upset or angry or sad. They both are feeling it. And depending on how in tune the mother is, depending on how in sync the spirit of the child and the spirit of the mother is, the mother can feel everything.
So does the child if the mother feels in a certain way.
So does the child feels what the mother is feeling. That's why it's so important that when a woman is pregnant, that her mind, her thoughts, everything about her is of light, love, peace, and joy, because the child is growing up in that environment. And anything outside of that can do damage to the fetus. Any arguing, any sadness, depression, that child is feeding off of that. So when you ask me, how does your mother know to call? Your mother has been growing you inside of her, had been growing you inside of her, and had formed such a connection with you, not only inside, but now she had to raise you and see how you became as a child, how you grew up as a child, and she learned you even more. There's a spirit connection there. So of course, if she's laying up on her couch, relaxing, and all of a sudden she felt something and says, something is not right, I need to call my son. She had built that connection before. She had nurtured that connection with her son. So of course, mom knows best.
I just learned something too. You know, when they said we communicate via telepathy, you know, it doesn't happen here. It happens here.
Happens here. It happens here. I have friends out of state. And in my reflection in the morning, sometimes one or two of them will come to mind. Immediately I said, I have to call them. One of my friends says, Terry, every time I'm in a bad place, you call to lift me up. How do you know? I said, I don't know. I feel.
We said it at the same time.
Yes. I feel. Because when you are a spirit being, having this human experience, you can connect to spirit. You can connect to the needs of others. It is so far more reaching, palatable to others that you're working with. You have a greater reservoir of information when you are operating in your spirit and not within the confines of the mind.
Wow. You just opened a new door for me too. And the mother needs to be protected during that time even more by her husband. And that protection comes how the husband treats her too. Comes with that. It's with the whole package.
It's the whole package.
It's the whole package.
It's so important now for the husband or the partner to step in
Mm-hmm.
and to ensure that the environment around this mother
Mm-hmm.
is protected, is safe, so that she can continue to grow this being within her.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important for the fathers sometimes feel like, oh, they'll just stand by and watch, throughout the birth or throughout, the mother growing this being inside. There's so much that the partner can do and offer to stabilize this environment that is happening within her, to stabilize and nurture the growth of a healthy, sound, vibrant, in tuned, at peace being. The beginning is always key.
Wow.
For a fetus, for the spirit of that fetus.
Wow.
It's so powerful. And it's so important to ensure that that environment is kept at the highest frequency, the highest sense of peace, the highest sense of energy and love.
Wow.
When I do evaluations for children that I work with and I meet and speak with parents, I often ask the parent, how was the environment in which you birthed your child or in which you were growing your child? What was the environment like, and how were you responding to your environment while you were pregnant with your child? Because that can speak to why children have challenges sometimes, because of what they were feeling inside the space in which they were growing.
That opened another door.
Mm-hmm.
Not the last thing you said, but the other before, where the role of the man, it's also as important, because he will be helping creating that environment.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, or I've learned that we all have energies signatures. How is that perceived or carry or project or received by another person? How is that energy received?
So you often hear, oh, I felt that, someone would say, oh, I felt her energy. I didn't like her vibe. I didn't like her energy. I didn't like, that's how it's received. You feel it. You can't see it, but you feel it. Spirit is real, right? Based on where someone is and how the conscious mind interrupts the interpretation of situations is different. But if you're feeling something, we have to honor your feeling. The perception is what gets involved and misconstrues the state of the feeling, or what is it that is trying to be confirmed to you. All I know is I don't like her vibe. I don't like his vibe. I don't like her energy. But we don't understand the state of the spirit as to why that's happening. No one purposefully wants to be mean, vengeful, angry. That's so taxing and painful and stressful. The core of people's desires is to be loved.
So the reason I ask that is the father, right, will have an energy signature. So when the mother sees the father, she will feel in a certain way because he's bringing an energy. Now, the mother, however she's feeling, she will carry that energy and share it with the fetus. Now, when the baby is born, before that, the baby is hearing also the voice of the father. Now, when the baby is born and feels the presence of the father and hears the voice,
it knows
it's the father.
Absolutely.
And that's what blew my mind when you were
absolutely. That's why the role of the father is just as important as the role of the mom in bringing in this new spirit into this planet that we call Earth. It's so much and just as important when we're birthing children. So you men out there, don't ever think that your presence is not needed when your woman, when your partner is birthing, or rather growing the spirit within them and bringing forth a child. Your presence, if not most important, is very important throughout that process to ensure, to the best of your capability, but to ensure that the coming of your child is in this energy of love. Love is the answer to everything.
That wraps it up.
And that wraps it up. There you have it on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Randy, thank you for being on this side of the camera. And of course, your questions are always welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. Remember that you're loved. Namaste. Mwah. Bye. And there you have it on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Please remember to click that subscribe button, click the bell notification, and leave your comments down below. And remember that you are loved. Thank you all for watching. Mwah! Namaste. Bye.